Hey, it's your boy Bobby Beach here. I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is what if Rock and Ghost was a couple. Now, I heard this mentioned in some of the comments in a couple of my videos. I heard some of you guys, so shout out to you for this. I was thinking about this too, just to let you know, I was thinking along the lines of this as well. What if Rock and Ghost were a couple? Oh my goodness. If these two ever got together, man, the mistrust between the both of them. Ghost would deal with Rock, and Rock would try to overpower Ghost, and likewise, Ghost, they'll be trying to overpower one another. They will trust each other a lot, but then at the same time, they wouldn't trust one another. They're both very powerful, very ambitious people, and I think they will clash a lot. But whenever they want to love one another, they'll love one another. These two are, in my opinion, some of the most dangerous power characters. I'd say a lot of characters in this series is very dangerous, but the way Ghost thinks and the way Rock thinks, they are very smart. They're ahead of the game. They're manipulative to some degree, but they always circle it back to, like, hey, I know this was wrong how I went about it, but I benefited, like you benefited from it, I benefited from it, I did this for us. That's the main thing both of those two will say. They will both say, I did this for us. And the thing is that a person like Kanan could never really deal with a person like that, because as you can see with Rock being the way she is, Kanan couldn't really deal with Rock. And then, looking at Ghost the way Ghost is, Kanan couldn't really deal with Ghost. However, with Tariq has a lot of Ghost's ways, and he acts as though he can't really deal with Ghost either. But then the way he took out Kanan was very, very similar to how Ghost would have done it. So when it comes down to it, I want to say if Rock and Ghost were together, these two would be very powerful. No one could stop them. They would think ahead of people. But if these two ever decide that they want to go at it with one another, if they ever decide, you know what, I'm coming for you, I'm taking over, because if these two are ever together and they decide to go to war, it's going to be bad. Everybody daggone, they're going to die. They're going to try to outthink one another. They're going to know what the next one's going to do. Like Rock's going to know what Ghost is going to do. Ghost is going to know what Rock's going to do. So if they ever get together and they go to war, that will be a very bad situation. But if they're together and they work with one another and they just have their moments, they will be powerful. No one could stop them. They'll be ahead of everyone. Because if you look at Rock, Rock is ahead of everything. She's ahead of the streets. Rock is ahead of the police department. Rock knows a lot of stuff. Even though sometimes it seems as though stuff come at Rock, Rock finds a way to handle it. She does not break under pressure. Even though we see her close to breaking, sometimes she never breaks. And that's the thing about Ghost. Ghost is the same way. That is the reason why I say that these two perhaps came across one another, and it probably was Rock who Ghost took in a lot. Ghost probably learned a lot from Rock. He probably took it in. You never know. When him and Rock met each other, Rock probably took him as another son. For Kanan to look at Ghost as a brother, Rock probably took Ghost as a son, another son. It probably was very close to him, and probably took Tommy as a son as well too, to some degree, but possibly took to Ghost, because if you really look at it, Ghost learns a lot like Rock. Ghost has that side of him that's a lot like Rock. Rock is very scary. Rock is very cutthroat. She's straight to the point. She's nothing to play with. And Ghost is the same way. So if I ever had to make a comparison between two power characters that are very similar but they're very different, it would be Rock and Ghost. But them as a couple, oh my goodness, and the children they would produce, whoa, if you think Tariq is hell, imagine if Ghost and Rock ever had a kid together. I don't care, man or woman, that would be a very dangerous, very dangerous child. That would be a very, very dangerous child. But yeah, that's pretty much me talking about that, man. I just want to say to you guys that that's pretty much what I'm feeling right there. If these two ever were together, this is what would happen. But that's pretty much all I got to say in regards to that. I just want to say to all of you that it is your boy, Bobby Beast here. I just want to say much love, much respect, hold it down, and one. Hey, it's your boy, Bobby.